So certification roadmap, you guys may have seen it. There are two layers of certification. There's associate, and then there's professional. So you can be a associate solutions architect, right? And only after that you can take the associate solutions architect professional test. You can't do professional without prerequisite. Um, if you want to be more like a developer focused, you can take the associate developer certification, or SysOps probably for you, SysOps certified administrator associate. And then if you have either of those certification, you can take the certified DevOps engineer professional, which is the most sought after certification right now, DevOps. With this course, what we will teach, you will be able to pass either of these two easily. This is probably the easiest, the developer one. This is, our students take this test, you'll be able to pass this test. But remember, every hour I teach here,
1:2.
1:2. So if I teach 2 hours, 4 hours, it's not easy, and especially if you're working full time. But that's the sadhana part, right? So your question, this is what you were talking, right? So I teach that, I did that at the last meetup too. This is how I see it. So you saw this number of services, right? So it's just not one job you can have, right? It's a and so it's a lot of different kind of things you can do. So think about it as a pyramid, and as you go higher, this is a learning pyramid, learning hierarchy. As you go higher in your learning, the jobs you'll be able to do will be more sophisticated and naturally more rewarding professionally, right? So what's the lowest? Is a lot of companies, as we talked about it, they're just moving their infrastructure to cloud, right? Just lift and ship, rack and stack, however you want to say it, and they save money just by doing this because it's on demand. You get what you want, elastic, scale up, scale down, all the things, no capex, all those things we talked about it. So you guys probably know tons and tons of companies are just moving their data and data center migration. And with this, you can learn how to do that if you understand the key things of AWS, basic foundational services. You could be able to help companies do that. But then that's not very difficult to do either. With 2-3 weeks of training and if you have some kind of network background, you could say, hey, I can help you, or be part of a team that's doing a migration, right? So that's not very hard. So if it's not very hard, the reward is going to be a lot of competition there, right? It's not good for them. But as you move up the stack, a lot of companies would say, I'm just going to move my application itself, because my application is too expensive and it needs too much and it's just old style. I need to get a basically new polish, right? And so then that's the next year you can migrate an application. Of course, you have to have developer type, coding type, database type migration. And when people do this kind of job, it's rare that they don't want to change some things in their application stack. Because most people are sick of their database. Every application will have some kind of database, right? So they are sick of paying that database cost, right? Premium price. So they'll try to switch to Amazon databases, as I was showing the RDS and all that, and maybe kind of retweak their applications. If they were running on single machines, now they can probably make it in a cluster and so on and so forth. But that's a little more advanced to be able to do that. And so the people will reward you, and there's a higher rate, I guess, people who can do that kind of job. And then at that point, you can take, and I don't show here, but you can take different paths here. You can go more into, say, security. I just want to do cloud security, or I want to do cloud DevOps. Those are very, very lucrative and rewarding careers, right? Security is itself, it's a big job. Or you can say, I want to do more data, right? And so, I kind of drew it for myself, I guess, in a way, because this is how I am approaching this. And so I want to do big data. And Amazon provides big data functionalities. I mean, Amazon, they have their own Hadoop clone called EMR, Elastic Map Reduce. And so you go there, now you have to learn Hadoop and Spark and all those kind of things. And the reward's going to be higher because if you know how to take advantage of companies' data, process their logs or process their IoT machines, whatever, there's money in that. Or do some predictive analytics, recommendation engines. There's a lot of money in that, and everyone is looking for people who can do that, right? So then, well, then go higher up and higher up. And so top of the pyramid, this is where you want to get, right? Machine learning, right? Data scientist, become a data scientist. And well, you got to know all that, but plus some things which are outside Amazon, like R language or Python, or learn something about statistics. And that's when you'll be able to do those things. Netflix say if you watch this movie, you may want to watch the other kind of movie. If you bought this book, you may want to buy the other books, and so on and so forth. And those are all called. Some people call it artificial intelligence was the earlier term. People call it data science now, machine learning, and so on and so forth. So it depends on. So to answer your question, really, it's every layer has tons and tons of opportunities. So it's up to you, right? Which one, how far. I mean, data center migration jobs are fine. I mean, those jobs, that won't pay more than $40 an hour. I wouldn't think. 50, 60. But the machine learning data scientist could be, I don't know, $200, $300. So that's the kind of the hierarchy. So it's not like you have to learn all that to get somewhere. I mean, you can drop off anywhere and get very nice, decent jobs. A lot of our students have.